The way we consume and share news today, it is largely rooted in social media outlets, a reason why it's crucial to look at what's being discussed online, from the hottest issues to trends for our daily social media minute. We're joined by Erica in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Oh, it's so cold outside.
Yeah, it's a funny thing because when I was doing kind of like my winter cleaning, I thought, okay, no, I drive now. Maybe I don't need these like puffy jackets. Maybe I do.
Maybe you do.
It's freezing. And we'll get to the repercussions of the abrupt change in temperatures in just a moment. But first, I think from the weekend, the most shocking story, graffiti vandalism. Police are now investigating the Gyeongbokgung wall vandalism. Experts have already begun removing, get this, folks, if you haven't seen it yet, spray paint from palace walls.
Yeah, many of you probably saw on the news. I don't know. I saw this news and I was like, oh my gosh, why are there so many stupid people out there?
Yeah, I think that was a general consensus. I mean, the comment section got pretty like wild and mean.
Yep. Anyways, Gyeongbokgung Palace, it's smack in the middle of the city. It's a prominent cultural heritage site of Korea. And it's currently undergoing restoration after being vandalized with spray paint graffiti. The incident happened at around 1:50 a.m. on Saturday. An unidentified suspect or suspects wrote a graffiti with red and blue spray paint on various sections of the palace wall, including both the left and right sides of the west gate and the side gate near the National Palace Museum of Korea. So the police received a report at around 2:20 a.m. shortly after the incident, and they're currently investigating the case using security camera footage.
I mean, there's a lot of surveillance in the area, but I mean, I think most of us are just shocked at the images of what this looks like. The suspect repeatedly sprayed in blue the phrase "free movie" in Korean and phrases that refer to illegal video sharing sites.
Yes, and the vandalism is quite extensive. The writing on the left side of Yeongchumun, the west gate, measures almost 4 meters in length and 2 meters in height, and the right side measures 2.4 meters in length and 2 meters in height. A similar graffiti, presumably by the same suspect, was also found on the walls of the Seoul Metropolitan Police Agency near Gyeongbokgung Palace.
I think that's what's shocking, right? Because one of our listeners asks, how does one spray 40 meters of graffiti on a palace wall and no one sees anything? I mean, it's also the time, right? 1:50 in the morning.
Exactly.
And to be honest with you, to be fair, normally this doesn't happen.
I know.
Right?
So the Cultural Heritage Administration has prompted an immediate response. They've installed temporary screens to hide this graffiti.
Right.
Now, experts from the National Research Institute of Cultural Heritage, as well as several other specialists, they've already assessed the extent of the damage. And by 11 a.m. Saturday, some 20 experts from the National Palace Museum of Korea and the National Research Institute of Cultural Heritage were deployed to clean and restore the walls of the palace.
I mean, just the fact that they have to come into work for such a ridiculous reason over the weekend, it's heartbreaking, right?
I know.
How exactly are the experts removing the spray paint from the wall?
That's a good question, actually. So they're employing various methods for cleaning, which includes chemical treatments and even laser cleaning as well.
We can do that?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're using these special tools. The sudden drop over the weekend in temperature to minus 12 degrees Celsius and the paint seeping into the stone wall with passing time have made the task of cleaning up very challenging. The Cultural Heritage Administration says that the cleanup process might take about a week.
I mean, we sometimes forget that these surfaces are porous, right? And
Yeah.
when the temperatures drop, it gets cold. It kind of holds tight the material, whatever it is, spray paint or not, splashed onto these walls. Just the fact that I'm saying this.
Oh.
Okay, so what will happen to the suspects when they are caught? Also, do we have leads? How many suspects are there?
Well, for now, the police believe there may be 2 suspects involved. The Heritage Administration is reviewing whether they can hold a suspect or suspects accountable for violating the Cultural Heritage Protection Act. Now, the Jongno Police Station's intelligence and criminal teams are jointly analyzing the surveillance camera footage. They're also tracking mobile phone locations. But these suspects are apparently young and they have been meticulous in evading surveillance cameras in the area, which has complicated the tracking process. Their movements caught on camera, they're not seamlessly connected.
Okay.
So the police have to, conduct thorough analysis of several video
to prove that
footages.
these are
Exactly.
the same.
Yes, people or
Suspects,
person.
okay.
Yes. So under the current South Korean law, individuals who alter the state of or pose a risk to the preservation of national cultural heritage sites can face up to 5 years in prison or fines of up to 50 million won, which is roughly $40,000.
The level of stupidity just floors us all. All right, so the police are investigating. We'll wait and see how that turns out. Just know that there are consequences, right?
Yes, for sure.
All right, on to our second buzzword of the day. It is full-fledged winter. In case you didn't get a memo and you're kind of a hermit over the weekend, it's cold.
Yeah.
So bundle up this morning.
I think it feels just a tad more cold because it's been unseasonably warm these past few weeks, right?
I saw in the first week of December people wearing T-shirts
Yeah,
with like
I know,
a light
and shorts,
cardigan.
me too, right? So on Saturday evening at around 10:10 p.m., a KTX Sancheon train traveling from Cheonan Asan Station to Gwangmyeong Station experienced a minor incident. So the outer window pane of the train cracked, and you can see the photos. It looks like the outer window has been like shattered. Yeah. So the KTX train carriages are designed with a double layered window structure, which comprises an inner and outer glass pane, which prevents any injuries or harm to passengers.
Okay.
Thankfully, the incident did not disrupt the operation of other trains. And this particular train was a KTX Sancheon train departing from Mokpo and Yeosu Expo stations in Jeollanam-do province. And it was heading to Haengshin Station in Goyang City, Gyeonggi-do province. There were 788 passengers on board at the time.
So no one was hurt
No.
because, as you've said, this is a double layer window structure.
Yeah.
It affected the outer layer, so everyone was safe. But I mean, just because winter came a little bit later this year doesn't
Yes.
mean we don't get winters. I'm wondering why did this happen, right? The official cause of the outer window cracking was the sudden drop in temperature. So what happened here?
Yes, so according to KORail, the Korea Railroad Corporation, the sudden drop in temperature weakened the outer pane of this double glazed window.
So what we need is like a fade into a cold weather
guess
and
so.
not a sudden drop.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
Because the train was in motion at the time this happened. A gravel had been kicked up from the ground and it struck the outer window, which caused it to crack. According to KORail, only the outer window was cracked, which thankfully caused no harm to passengers or disrupted the train's operation, and the train safely continued to its destination, and plans are currently in place to replace the damaged window. Now, the temperatures in Cheonan on Saturday reached minus 6.4 degrees Celsius, and both heavy snow and cold wave advisories were in effect.
I mean, aren't we talking about like commercial spacecrafts and stuff? We can't perfect this double
Right?
layer.
There we go. We're streaming a photo right now, right?
Okay, because no one was hurt, I can say this. I mean, that kind of looks artistic,
Yeah.
I've got to say. But that's not like one crack. That's...
No, it's just the entire window
All
that's
right.
been affected by this one gravel.
Maybe we can take this as a lesson, fix this problem,
Yeah.
right? Okay. All right. Let's move on to our final buzzword of the day, Seoul City merchandise. I'm sure the mayor is delighted to hear
Yeah.
has sold out. The hoodie?
Yes. So we talked about the Seoul City's new logo, a slogan, brand.
Soul?
Yes, Seoul My Soul.
Yeah, thanks for the clarification.
Yeah, so merchandise from the Seoul City's brand line, Seoul My Soul, has sold out in just 2 days. The merchandise has been proven to be really popular among both local residents.
Seoul
and
City, I have the perfect hashtag.
Yeah.
Sold out, spelled with soul. Okay, the gentle comedy. All right, moving on. All right, so what happened on Sunday?
Yeah, it's popular for both local residents and foreign tourists as well. According to Seoul City on Sunday, the hoodies and the pictogram umbrellas, by pictogram, I'm talking about the actual slogan, Seoul My Soul, and mug cups sold at the merchandise shop have all been snatched up. These merchandise shops, if you're curious where they are, they opened on Friday at the Gwanghwamun Square Christmas Market.
We have a lot of Christmas markets this year.
That's right. Now, the fastest selling item was the gray colored hoodie featuring the Seoul My Soul pictogram embroidered on the front center.
I mean, it looks pretty like neutral. Like unless you take a closer look, it just looks
There we go. We have
wearable.
the mayor of Seoul wearing the hoodie himself.
Yes, and he has been spotted several times with this very hoodie.
Yeah, exactly. The hoodie actually kind of became famous, I guess, after Mayor Oh Se-hoon wore it while announcing Seoul's new brand, Seoul My Soul, back in August. And since then, it's been frequently seen at various events and functions, which I guess has led to this high demand.
Okay.
Other merchandise like tumblers, notebooks, corduroy pouch bags, and glass cups, all featuring the same pictogram slogan, are also proving to be popular among visitors at the Christmas market. After the hoodies, the umbrellas and mug cups quickly sold out as well.
You know, the reason why I knew this was popular is because my friend living overseas in LA asked me if I can locate the hoodie.
really?
And I thought, you're kidding.
Really?
I was like, I'm not doing that. I don't know where to get it. Apparently the Christmas market.
Yeah, there we go. We're streaming images of the glass cups as well, featuring the same logo.
Okay.
So, there's been an overwhelming demand. So the Seoul City plans to produce more of these sold out items, and they're going to offer them through pre-orders and also online sales as well in the coming days.
I mean, there was a lot of noise around the fact that we wanted to change the slogan after I Soul You kind of seeped into our pores and stuck. But I mean, at least it's getting a good response.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Erica.
Pleasure. I'll see you tomorrow.
Stay warm. I'll see you tomorrow. If you're listening to our program using the podcast service, just a reminder that we do go live Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Korea Standard Time. So tune in and help us make the show more informative by giving us your input. See you bright and early on Good Morning Seoul.